So you're finally creating content. Yes, you're finally consistent. Awesome. But after the blogging and the videos and the social media, you're still not seeing results. The problem is we're not creating the right type of content. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So here's the thing. Content isn't just some form of marketing that we take and we shove down the throats of consumers, hoping that we can kind of trick them into doing business with us, right? However, a lot of us just feel like, hey, as long as we're putting content out there, then people are going to come to us. The problem is, as you could probably already tell, that that's not true. See, when it comes to creating content, we have to be strategic about what we're doing. We have to know if you're blogging for Google, you have to know what Google wants. If you're creating videos or blogs or social media posts for your consumers, you have to know what's going to help them buy, or you have to know what information is going to be valuable to them. And we can't just take random pieces of content, put it out to the world, and hope it comes back to us. Think about it this way. You walk into a cafe, and you walk up to somebody, you say, you should really clear the ice dams off your roof. They're going to say, okay, right? But yet when we go online, that's the type of stuff we post. That's okay in the right setting. What we really need to do when it comes to creating content is we have to think about, how does this apply to the person reading it, and what can they do with this type of information? So, in regards to, you probably heard, answer your client's questions. Well, does that just mean you do a video on what is liability insurance? Well, depends. What are your clients asking you? What are they talking about? A lot of the content that we create now is from a conversation we've had with an agent, where they've mentioned a problem with this, they've mentioned a problem with that, and so we create a blog and we dive deeper into that topic, because we figure if they've had this question and can't figure it out, well, then we're going to address it on our blog. But here's the next thing. We don't just leave it there. We tie that into the buying process of, all right, if this person mentioned this at this point of the buying process, then other people are asking the same question at this point in the buying process. So if somebody asks us, well, Zach, we don't even have a website. I don't even know where to get started. I've learned from experience that we can help this person, but it's going to take quite a while before they get up to speed where they can actually really need our services, right? So we kind of avoid these conversations on our website, because else we're getting a lot of visitors and leads who don't really need our services and aren't going to need our services for a while. Instead, we try to look at things that are a little further down the buying process, things that the questions that people have in regards to, I'm doing, like what we're talking about now. I'm doing this, and that, but I'm not getting results. How do I go to the next level? These are the type of clients we want, and this is the type of question that they're asking us, who are serious consumers of our service. So when it comes to content, we can't just buy a cheap blog service, and we can't just start answering random questions. We have to really identify what's going to help our consumers and dive into those topics and be strategic about, how do we create videos and blogs about this? How do we create a process around this that actually makes sense to them and makes sense to us? So before you go, can you promise me something? If you're blogging, if you're making videos, can we stop creating content for content's sake? Now, I'm not saying that you should stop and have a strategy meeting for the next 12 months. I'm not saying that. But just take a moment and say, what do our clients need? What questions do people have right before buying? What questions do people have that are tied into our services. Hey, because teen driver safety is great, but when has that really come up in a conversation about insurance or business insurance or health insurance? See, we have to tie the information in together in a way that actually leads into the sales process. So I hope this was helpful for you. If you have questions, please, this is more than we can cover in a couple minutes. Please leave your comments below, or send us a message. I would love to take time and dive deeper into this topic, because this is a very confusing topic for some, or really for most, who are just in the early stages of creating content. So let me know how I can help, and if this is interesting, let me know, and I can dive deeper into this topic of content. Thanks. Looking forward to it. We'll talk to you soon.